Carson Hocevar is heading into one of NASCAR's biggest weekends of the season, but just days before Indianapolis, a major lineup change caught fans completely off guard. Spire Motorsports has officially confirmed that Hocevar won't be driving one of the vehicles many expected him to race this weekend. The announcement immediately raised questions across the NASCAR community. Was this a performance decision? Did something happen behind the scenes? Or is there a much bigger reason why Spire decided to replace one of its fastest young drivers? The answer isn't as simple as the headlines make it sound. And once you know the full story, the decision actually says a lot about both Carson Hocevar and Spire Motorsports' plans for Indianapolis. So make sure you stay with us until the end, because the full picture is very different from what many fans first assumed. Carson Hocevar has become one of the busiest drivers in NASCAR this season. Along with competing full-time in the Cup Series for Spire Motorsports, he's also spent plenty of weekends racing in the Craftsman Truck Series whenever his schedule allowed. That extra seat time has produced results. Earlier this season, Hocevar scored a Truck Series victory at Texas Motor Speedway and has consistently shown race-winning speed whenever he climbs into Spire's number 77 Chevrolet. His truck schedule has never been about simply filling out the field. Every appearance has been another opportunity to gain experience, help the organization, and compete for wins. But Indianapolis weekend is different. Instead of putting Hocevar back in the number 77 truck, Spire Motorsports confirmed that another driver will take over the seat for Friday night's Truck Series race at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. That replacement is Rajah Caruth, who will drive the number 77 Chevrolet while Hocevar steps aside for the event. At first glance, it sounds like bad news. After all, seeing Carson Hocevar replaced in a headline naturally makes people wonder whether something has gone wrong. But that's not what happened here. And it definitely isn't Spire losing confidence in one of its fastest drivers. Instead, the team has made a strategic decision for one of the biggest weekends on the NASCAR calendar. The Brickyard 400 carries enormous importance for every Cup Series organization. Preparing for Indianapolis requires countless hours of meetings, simulator work, engineering discussions, and race planning. By taking Hocevar out of Friday night's Truck Series race, Spire allows him to place all of his attention on Sunday's Cup event instead of splitting his focus across multiple series. It's worth remembering that this isn't even the first time something like this has happened during the 2026 season. Earlier this year, Hocevar was also replaced for selected Truck Series races, including Charlotte, where the team wanted him concentrating entirely on the Coca-Cola 600 weekend. Connor Zeilish filled that role at the time, and Hocevar returned to truck competition afterward without any controversy. That history makes this latest announcement much easier to understand. Rather than signaling a problem, it's another example of Spire carefully managing one of its biggest long-term investments. And that's an important point, because Hocevar isn't just another young driver anymore. Earlier this season, Spire Motorsports rewarded him with a long-term contract extension, making it clear that they see him as one of the cornerstones of the organization's future. When the extension was announced, Hocevar summed up his feelings with a simple statement: "I love to race, and there's really no place better to race than here." That quote says a lot about his mindset. Hocevar wants to race everything he possibly can. Whether it's Cup, trucks, or late models, he's always looking for another opportunity to get behind the wheel. But sometimes the team has to think about the bigger picture. Indianapolis isn't just another stop on the schedule. It's one of NASCAR's crown jewel events. Every decision made during race week is designed to maximize Sunday's performance. If Spire believes Hocevar has a better chance of delivering a strong Cup result by skipping Friday night's truck race, that's exactly the decision they'll make. From the outside, fans naturally focus on the word replaced. Inside a race shop, the conversation is completely different. For the team, the decision was all about making sure Hocevar was fully prepared for Sunday's Cup race. And it's about giving the driver every possible advantage before one of the biggest races of the year. There's another interesting angle to this story as well. Rajah Caruth doesn't simply inherit a random truck. He's stepping into equipment that has already proven capable of winning races this season. That immediately gives him an opportunity to compete near the front while also allowing Spire to continue collecting valuable owner points in the Truck Series. So the move benefits both sides. Caruth gets another strong opportunity. Spire keeps its truck program competitive, and Hocevar enters Indianapolis with one clear focus: the Cup Series. For Carson himself, that's probably the biggest takeaway from this entire announcement. Instead of dividing his energy between practice sessions, race preparation, travel, and recovery across multiple series, everything now revolves around producing the best possible result in Sunday's Brickyard 400. Considering how competitive Hocevar has been throughout the season, that extra preparation time could end up making a real difference. Sometimes one additional engineering meeting, one extra simulator session, or simply having more time to study race data can help find speed that matters when the green flag drops. That's why teams occasionally make decisions that surprise fans but make perfect sense internally. And this appears to be exactly that type of decision. The headlines may suggest Carson Hocevar has been replaced. Technically, that's true for the Truck Series race. But the bigger reality is much less dramatic. Spire Motorsports hasn't moved away from Carson Hocevar. If anything, they're doing the opposite. They're protecting one of the organization's biggest assets by making sure he's fully prepared for one of the most important Cup races of the season. Now all eyes shift to Sunday. Will the extra preparation pay off? Can Hocevar reward Spire's confidence with another strong performance at Indianapolis? Those questions won't be answered until the Brickyard 400 begins. But one thing is already clear. This wasn't a punishment. In the end, the move was simply part of Spire Motorsports' plan to give Hocevar the best possible preparation for one of NASCAR's biggest races. And if Hocevar delivers a big result on Sunday, this lineup change may end up looking like one of Spire Motorsports' smartest calls of the season. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to NASCAR Nation News and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest NASCAR news, updates, and race analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.